I am here today because of you guys. Thank you so much. Me and my wife and my family are very grateful to everyone in Canada who fought for this stranger that you've never met before. You know, if you ever doubt that these campaigns make a difference, I am living proof that they do. I also call on Egypt to revisit its press freedoms laws and distinguish between terrorists and reporters who are exposing terrorism with their pens and cameras. In my cell, I refused to recognize in the beginning that Mr. Harper was not putting his full clout behind me. I just couldn't accept it. My mind could not accept it. But then I realized that there was a chorus from the international community of journalists and politicians and even Egyptian officials who were telling us that Mr. Harper was not there for you. There are no words to describe how it feels when you are wrongfully convicted and sitting in a cold cell, infested with insects, nurturing a broken shoulder. But when you're there, your only hope is that your prime minister will do everything in his power to get you out of there. Our prime minister delegated his responsibility to people who lacked the clout to really get me out of there. Sitting in that prison cell, it was difficult not to feel betrayed and abandoned by Prime Minister Harper. The reason I came to Canada from the first place was that, like many immigrants that came to Canada looking for a democratic society and a society that respects free speech and respects human rights, we came here and I studied here and I valued the values of the Constitution and what Canadians are all about, and it became part of me as a being. And I'm back here again today, and I'm very excited to engage in what is happening on the ground in Canada, and I'm excited that I'm here doing the elections. Very, very happy to take part in all of this. I'm excited about it and just be here for this true democratic atmosphere.